Hello everyone, Mark here. God of Ka knows that the end of June is coming up, but hasn't had the time to record anything for this month's Cause Thoughts, and has gotten, and I quote, sick and fucking tired of being interrupted when trying to record on June 25th. So fuck it, I'll have one of the TDS do it instead, end quote. Well, that was crass, but orders are orders. Sadly David and Zira are too busy having another argument, so I guess I'll do it myself. I have this document I'm going to read out, so please enjoy this as if it was him saying it with his own voice. Hello everybody, it is your boy God of Ka here, and welcome to another Cause Thoughts video. And this month I am going to talk about my local game store experience ever since I started attending them every Saturday. Oh, so that's why he has been away from the domain on those days. I was wondering what he was getting up to. I wanted to talk about this subject matter earlier this month, but duty called. Oh, don't get me started with this bullshit. Ahem, anyways. So here we are almost 2 months in, and this is what I think of the experience. Starting with actually playing Commander. Totally different than what that one sticker cube guy said. Then again, he probably has a different LGS experience where everyone cares about the bracket system. Not my LGS. We just bring whatever decks we have available, get a vibe of what we feel like playing today, and roll the dice on enjoyability. Oh, so that's probably why he got so pissed off his Atarka Voltron deck didn't play out as he hoped. The games have lasted too short for him to be able to get her out and pump her full of buffs. Sadly he hasn't been able to take that deck apart and just make it an upgraded Atarka deck because of other stuff that tickles his ADHD. Again, back to God of Ka. And despite losing majority of my games, which is totally fair because I'm a casual Commander player and it's expected for most of the pod to lose, I still had very enjoyable games where some decks managed to achieve their goals. Kefka allows me to cast spells from enemy graveyards and burn their owners, Gogo was like a dragon, and Kodis was a great thief. And the latter really gets me to experience more of an opponent's deck, which leads to the next segment. You don't know what to encounter every week. In a usual core pod, you can get a grasp of what to expect. In my previous usual group I had a guy who's expected to either play a life gain mono white deck or a Simic deck with a Leviathan of a commander. The other guy is a huge Lord of the Rings buff but also occasionally brings out his Jeskai artifact deck that proliferates. We do not talk about player 3 in this household. Well I will, because last time you played with him he caused you some headaches. This mono black player triggered him to no end. Sure, he was technically 4 months into playing Commander, but God of Ka got livid when he ran a deck with a Planeswalker as a commander that didn't have the special rule where it could be your commander. Unless there's a special rule mentioned on the card, only legendary creature spells can be your commander. It was only when game designers decided to cater to the commander crowd is when we got some legendary Planeswalkers can be your commander. Back to our master. Seeing all different decks really makes each experience unique and challenging. I mean, I am also guilty of this too, as week after week I try to run a different deck that I didn't this month. I might play my Temur deck next time I go and see how things turn out. But all gaming aside, the vibe of the store is amazing. Everyone is so nice and welcoming, even the store owner is a blast to talk to. I finally asked about the wall of tacked on Riftbound cards and he said they were a bunch of bans. We even had a discussion about this one card that gets stronger for every red color you spend for that one ability in conjunction with its golden gear creation ability and how battles work in the game. As a novice game designer for fun, I kinda questioned why they created a card like that. And there are plenty of nerdy discussions I get into like that before I even get into a game. June 20th I only got one game and because me and 2 other guys who I ended up playing with were in such deep discussions about Spider-Man and Marvel cards because that latest Universes Beyond set was Marvel and the one guy brought his Venom deck, and it was just fun talking about it just because we had varying experiences with the properties. I even was given dummy by the one guy who got second place in the only game I played that day. Overall, very great vibes and I hope to keep that up when I still continue to go. Hell, when this video comes out, I'll probably be there playing Temur. I'll honestly need it since I'll be dealing with an especially testing event the next day. Anyways, this has been fun to talk about. This is God of Ka, signing off. And it was fun hearing about your experience so far, and I was happy to be able to express all of these thoughts for you to our viewers. And with that said, this is Mark, signing off.